Hey guys, welcome back to J&J MMA. Real quick, we're just going to talk about the main card of UFC 327, Procházka versus Ulberg. This card from start to finish was a pretty good card overall. A lot of people were upset with how it ended. We'll get to that at the end. I'm going to give some shout outs to some fights on the prelims, and if you want to skip to the main card, I will put fights and timestamps down in the description below. First fight I want to give a big shout out to is Vicente Luque versus Kevin Gastelum. Motherfucking Vicente Luque, bro. I mean, granted, they're both the same age, you know? But they've been in the game for a while. Vicente, man, like, I'm not going to lie. In the beginning, the first few minutes of this fight, he was kind of getting pieced up. And Gastelum was landing good shots on him. He had him up against the fence the whole time. But then motherfucking Luque just landed a perfect fucking shot right on fucking Gastelum. And once Gastelum was on the ground, I was like, well, it's fucking over, bro. And within a matter of a minute or two, motherfucking Vicente Luque got him with a fucking, I believe it was a Darce choke, if not mistaken, but he got him in a fucking choke, and Gastelum was shit out of luck, tapped, and that was the fight. So big shout out to Vicente Luque for the win, bro. He was so goddamn happy, and he motherfucking earned it. Next fight I want to give a shout out to was Tatiana Suarez versus Lupi Godinez. Now, I had faith that possibly Lupi was going to pull some fucking upset off, man, because the first minute, dude, she fucking knocked down Tatiana, swarmed her. I was like, oh shit, Lupi's about to get a TKO. Nah, bro, because all Tatiana has to do is just fight from the ground. So that bitch ended up getting back up. Basically, I don't even know how to score round one. I guess I went to Tatiana, but fucking, we get to round two, dude, immediately. Well, yeah, because Tatiana took her down in round one. Then immediately in round two, took her down again. And basically, it was fucking over, dude. Like, she basically got her back and just worked for the rear naked choke and eventually got it. So it was RIP, GG right there. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Tatiana Suarez. She's in this weird position right now where it just seems like she can't get the belt, but like she's still better than all these other girls. I feel like there's definitely a talent gap in certain divisions in the UFC, particularly in some of the women's divisions. But shout out to her. She earned the win. And yeah, we'll see where she goes from here. Next shout out is going to go to Matuis, or if I can say it, Gamrot versus Esteban Ribovic. Now, bruh, Ribovic had some little moments where you're like, oh, okay, maybe he's gonna do something. And then as soon as motherfucking Gamrot gets him on the ground, Gamrot's just doing Gamrot things and just keeps him there. You know what I'm saying? We get to round two. The kid was staying on the feet for the first like 2.5 minutes or so. And then bam, Gamrot gets his ass because he over fucking swung and eventually gets him in a fucking head and arm choke. And just squeezed that motherfucker. And eventually he had no other choice but to tap. I can't blame him. But this fight was just textbook Gamrot, doing Gamrot things as previously stated. And yeah, he just implemented his game plan that he usually does every fucking fight. And Ribovic was not ready for it. So shout out to Gamrot. And we're going to see what happens with him, man. We're going to move on to the main card, guys. The first fight was Cub Swanson versus Nate Landwher. Now, man, I like both these dudes, and like I get sad when Nate Landwher gets fucking knocked out, but he's one of those dudes kind of similar to Terrence McKinney where it seems he's either finishing someone or he's going to get finished. This was Cub Swanson's retirement fight, and 42 years old, man, this was classic Cub Swanson. That motherfucker looked so good, and he was just piecing up Nate, dude. He dropped him like 3 or 4 fucking times, and the last time, man, Herb could tell he was out on his feet, just gave him a fucking mercy. Just called it, because at that point, man, Nate wasn't fucking coming back. Cub Swanson, dude, in front of his family, got a fucking knockout or, you know, TKO on his final fight, which honestly, that's like every fighter's fucking dream. So, I mean, shout out to him, dude. He had a hell of a career, and he deserved to ride off on the fucking sunset. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Cub Swanson, and we're going to move on to the next fight. Next fight on the card, guys, was Dominick Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Now, this fight was boring, especially, you know, knowing what both these guys can do. Johnny did throw out some little spin kicks and shit and all that, but I don't know. These guys were very hesitant, but I guess it's because they both know that their chins are deteriorating. What is left of them? So, you know, they're being cautious to not get knocked out. I'm not necessarily upset with Dominick getting the nod. I'm not going to lie. I was shocked. I was rooting for Dominick Reyes the whole fight. And when I went to the end, I was like, well, fuck, Johnny got it. You know what I'm saying? And then they fucking read off that it was a majority decision. I was like, oh, or not majority, or maybe a split decision. I was like, Jesus Christ. But shout out to Dominick. Like, he fucking, I mean, he didn't necessarily earn this win, but I wouldn't go back and watch this fight, you know, personally. So we're going to move on to the next fight, which was way more entertaining in my opinion. Next fight was Curtis Blaydes versus Josh Hokit. Now, man, I'm down with Josh Hokit. I don't know why people, I mean, I get why people are hating. He's fucking cringy and shit. But I'd rather a dude be like a heavyweight Colby Covington than motherfucking be, I don't know, like a perfect example, Carlos Ulberg. We'll get to him later. But that motherfucker is just like a fucking rock. Like, he has no personality and nothing like that. And these dudes bitch about not being promoted and stuff. But, like, you need to promote yourself. And despite what people feel about Josh, he's promoting himself. And he just went from unranked to number 5, I think, in the fucking rankings because of this. Fight was very entertaining, dude. These dudes got gassed pretty fucking quick. Like, that's the thing, too. Josh is a wrestler, not to the caliber of Curtis Blaydes, but they had little wrestling exchanges and shit. They were fucking tired, man. And they were landing beautiful shots on each other. Like, Curtis's face showed it way fucking more than Josh's. But they were beat the fuck up, man. Like, by even round 2, man. Even before then, they were fucking huffing and puffing and shit. I don't think either of these men expected it to go all 3. But Josh, man, he'd fucking throw hits out, or he'd fucking kind of push away and just flip off fucking Chris and then go back to what they're doing. I definitely feel like Josh did win the fight. I felt like was leading the dance in terms of the majority of the action. Curtis Blaydes, man. Like, god damn. I hope I wasn't calling him fucking Chris this whole time, bro. Curtis Blaydes, the boy. If you go back to the first video on our channel, man, we've been talking about how fucking Curtis Blaydes shouldn't be top 5, and to this day, he's still top 5. Not anymore. But he's very good, man. Like, he's a very good wrestler. I didn't know he had fucking hands, man. Like, he was piecing up Josh. So either Josh has a hell of a chin, or motherfucking fucking Curtis has pillow hands. You know what I mean? But this fight was very entertaining. I kind of wish Josh Hokit would answer fucking questions and not just go into his preambled fucking spiel. But I'm sure that motherfucker sat in the fucking mirror for hours practicing, so he had to get it out. But, like, I don't think he's gonna fucking become champion, especially if Poatan becomes champion. Shit. And I mean, Poatan's gonna become champion. Fuck Cyril gone. But Josh Hokit, man, very entertaining. I feel like we need some more spice in the fucking UFC, even if it's fucking cringe retarded shit. I need something different. And to me, this fucking works. So, shout out to him for winning. And we're gonna see where this motherfucker goes from here. We're gonna move on to the co-main, guys. It was Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. People forget, man. They were shit talking my boy Paulo in the build up to this. Not really, but I feel like there were some people just being like, nah, he's not winning this fight. And he said, this fat Russian's not going to beat me. You know what I'm saying? And it was a 3-round war for the most part. There were some little slow bits, but it was mostly Paulo and fucking Azamat fucking cracking. Paulo fucked up his face, man. And we fast forward to round 3. He throws a fucking head kick. Azamat blocks it. Still fucking clipped his fucking head. But, like, the commentary's like, maybe that kick broke his arm, blah, blah. And maybe it did, because from that point forward, he didn't throw that fucking arm. And it was just like Paulo was just like a fucking shark sniffing the blood in the water. He just kept going at that motherfucker. Hits him with another head kick. And Azamat just falls to the ground. He basically quit. He was like, I'm donezo. Motherfucking Jason Herzog came in and was like, nah, it's done, guys. It's a wrap. And that was the fight, man. Like, Paulo was on the secret juice. He said this fat Russian ain't coming through. And he fucking did. He fucking demolished him. And I'm here for it. Like, it was a good time. I enjoyed the fight. It was definitely more entertaining than fucking Reyes and motherfucking Walker. But I still had a good time with this fight. Shout out to Paulo Costa. He should stay at 205. And we'll see where he goes from here. We're going to move on to the main event, guys. It was Jiri Procházka versus Carlos Ulberg. Now, I was under the belief that Jiri was going to pull this off. And honestly, if we're being real, he did. He was winning the fight. You could see, though, dude, Carlos fucked up his leg. Probably blew out his fucking knee, blew out his ACL or MCL. And Jiri fucking, I believe Jiri when he's like, I hesitated. But fucking Carlos, man, just landed right perfectly on the fucking chin and just laid out Jiri. He got up on him with the follow-up shots and became fucking champion. And, dude, that was Jiri's fight to fucking win. And he ended up fucking losing. Like, honestly, dude, like, round 1, he was taking it. Then we get to round 2, man. And then especially when Carlos fell and fucked up his leg, dude, he should have swarmed him there, man. He's too nice. This I'm a samurai fucking bullshit. Like, bro. And then Carlos, they mentioned to him in the post-fight interview, I believe. where they're like, do you believe it? He hesitated and da-da-da, and fucking Carlos was like, oh, well, that's his problem. It's just a fight, mate. And he's not wrong. But it's like, motherfucker, like, damn well, if Jiri wouldn't have fucking hesitated, you wouldn't have fucking won this belt. And now he's probably going to be out for like a year or what the fuck ever, because he fucking blew out his knee. So I don't even know if he's going to stay champion, dude. That's the fucked up part in all this. So, I don't know, man. It was an okay fight. Like, it was just, light heavyweight affair. Jiri was being Jiri. Carlos was, had good stand-up. I'm just pissed about the fucking ending, man. Like, honestly, I feel like that is what's put a damper on this for me. It's kind of, I was still more pissed off about Pantoja and Joshua Van, but, like, Jesus, man, like, I don't know. Jiri fucked up, man, but I can't be mad. I can't be mad because Carlos landed such a beautiful shot to knock him out. Obviously, he has power. Obviously, he's good. I don't know, man. We're just going to see what happens when he comes back, I guess. We'll have to see how long that's going to fucking be. Only time will tell. But it very much was kind of a dud ending to 327. A lot of people were upset. I've seen the memes. But I still enjoyed the show overall. I had a good time. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. And we'll catch y'all next time.